Hey guys, welcome back to another video. Today is, I'm going to be doing something that I probably should have done a long time ago, but I don't know, other things got in the way and the setup itself got, cluttered and messy, and I didn't really think I should have put it on camera at the time. However, today, I feel like since I cleaned it up recently, I'm going to take you on a little tour of my little workstation I got here. I'm not really sure how I'm going to do this. I think I'm just going to go from one side to the other, and we'll go from there. So, starting at the very right is this base. It was gifted to me by my friend Daniel before he moved a great distance away. I believe he's in Seattle right now. So Daniel, if you're watching this, hi. That's my iron pickaxe because I'm an epic gamer. I'm gonna hang it on the wall, and I think I'm gonna put like the Isn't It Iron Pick achievement. Like, I'm gonna make a little thing for it. I think it could be fun. I don't know, just thought. That's a cardboard. This down here is a cardboard tube that I stole from work because it sounds like this. If you guys know my cover of Amos Lee's Sweet Pea, whoever's editing this, if you want to put the intro to that in the background right now, that is the main percussion in the background of the intro of that song. This right here is a lamp. You've probably heard of lamps. This is probably the oldest piece of gear I have. This is a Yamaha PSRK1 keyboard, or entertainment station. It is hooked up to my computer. It's got it's kind of dated. It's from like the 2000s, so it's got a really nice selection of like older retro kind of sounds. And sometimes I send it straight into my computer, which we will get to. And sometimes I record it with the mic on this amp. This amp came with that guitar, which is older than this keyboard. It was originally my brother's guitar, and the amp just brings an extra layer of color to it. These are just a bunch of boxes from Computer Gear. That right there is a train whistle. Epic. Legos. I like Legos. These are just a bunch of storage drawers that I've got. I still have yet to finish like sorting them into these. I've got a bunch more Legos down here, and I've got a bunch more Legos down there, and a lot of clutter, but that's besides the point. Legos. I really enjoy Legos. Now, we're going to get to the part that I know a lot of you have been asking about. I'm sorry, it's not solved yet. I can do it. It's just kind of, I like Rubik's Cubes. We're going to put you there. So, the computer is a custom-built thing, and it's in this Corsair graphite series, I think, mini ITX case, and I call it the industrial toaster because it looks like an industrial toaster. Intel i5 7600K, 16 gigs of RAM. It's got 9 terabytes of storage. I have a 1 terabyte drive and an 8 terabyte drive. It's got an RTX 2060 right there. You can see through the very dusty and dirty plastic. It's actually not dirty, it's just got a lot of scuffs and scratches, but RTX 2060, sending visual data to these three 23-inch 60 hertz 1080p monitors. Having multiple monitors is really useful for all the like music production and just work in general, content creation, because I can like be recording, have my screen recorder application over there, have my audio recording application over there, or like my music general screen, the mixer in Discord or YouTube, or just like it's really good for multitasking or big work projects. This keyboard came with my old computer. That computer is nowhere to be found. I don't know where it is right now, but I use this keyboard instead of that keyboard because that keyboard is way too noisy for recording. So I've stopped using that because this is nice and quiet. This, what is it called? A SteelSeries Stratus Duo. I bought this recently because my previous controller broke. I don't remember what the other controller was, but controller. Microphone. This is a Blue Yeti, for those of you who have been asking, and for those of you curious, the dent on the top is a free option you can get after you purchase it. All you got to do is drop it on the ground, and yeah, it'll install the dent for you. It's pretty nifty. Very nice intuitive design from Blue. No, I'm just an idiot. It doesn't come like this. I'm just stupid. Ignore me. Moving over here, we've got this keyboard, the Akai MPK Mini. It's just another alternative to my music gear. This one I like. This one This one's really fun, especially when I'm like sitting over on the couch over there. I've got USB extension cables, so I can like, you know, just put on some preset that I like and then just, you know, get cozy in a blanket and just vibe on this thing. And it's got drum pads and knobs and all sorts of funky functionality that I haven't learned yet. But yeah, wonderful piece of kit. I believe this was like 80 bucks. Fantastic, fantastic, would highly recommend. This is my speaker system. And there's a subwoofer down there. It's a Logitech something. I'm unsure of what it is, but just by looking at it, you can probably match it to whatever image you find on Google of Logitech speakers. Something else I probably should mention. There's pedals right there. And there's a steering wheel right there. I use them sometimes to play driving games. I believe it's a Thrustmaster T90? Yeah, Thrustmaster T90. Fantastic. Moving on to this thing. This is more or less the holy grail of my setup. This is a Native Instruments Complete Control S88 Mark II. And it is a fantastic piece of kit. It is fully 88 keys, weighted keys. It comes with a lot of nice sounds. I'm currently using one of the piano sounds it comes with called the Gentleman. It's just a really, really nice piece of gear. And this is like my main daily driver when it comes to like inputting, you know, software into the computer. That right there, believe it or not, that's a water bottle. Fantastic. Stay hydrated, everyone. These, I totally went past them. These are my headphones. I use Sony MDR 7506s. Solid, absolutely solid. I used to run with Audio-Technica M-somethings, M50Xs. I think that's what they're called. That is an alarm clock that has been unplugged and replugged in, and I haven't bothered to reset the time. Hey, John. There's the empty box. That's kind of cool. That's a drawing of myself I made, but I'm like a robot. That's cool. Something else I've started doing, every time I get a Lego set, I cut the box off and hang it on the wall. You'll notice that I like Lego cars. Sick. That is a dartboard, which I could not be asked to even remotely try and play with. These are paintings that my girlfriend made for me for my birthday a few years back, and you can see I've got me kind of like the color flowing from my hand. It's like I got the hat on, I got the headphones, and it's like the CSX logo, the real CSX logo. For those of you who don't know, CSX is a train thing. Just look up CSX train and you'll see something that looks like this. And that is the album art for one of my songs called Pop. If you guys don't know, I make music. I mean, I would hope it was somewhat obvious right now that I had something to do with music. That is a blank sheet of paper that I used as a backdrop for making the picture for my Little Musician album art. Little Musician is one of my songs. And I mean, in the drawers of the desk, it's just like typical, just stuff, just like general, you know, clutter. And this is my drum kit. Now, it's all very old and sounds like garbage. I mean, I don't know if this is gonna do it justice. Probably does. But I mean, I make do with what I can. I mean, the cymbals are okay. Hi-hat's fine. That's a hi-hat. And I've wedged a pillow between my kick and the wall, so it sounds really tight. I like that. And I put a towel over my snare, so it also sounds really tight. I like that a lot. The only thing I can really talk about is the model railroad table, but this isn't really too close to being done. I mean, I'm still building the table. I mean, you guys saw this over here. This is the last piece of the table, and it's gonna go right here. And it's gonna make this whole thing wider. Why is there Thomas on this? Oh, it's like the back of a magazine, of course. Disclaimer, this kind of setup is not one that I bought in one piece. You know, you might see a setup like this and you go, wow, he must have like had a lot of money to pour into like all of his gear. That's not the case. This setup is the evolution of like years and years and years and years of saving up. This is not something that I bought in one go. So don't get discouraged when you see something like this and think like, wow, I can't make videos because I don't have a setup like that. Save your money. Just saving your money is just a generally good idea. That's really all I have to say. So if you like this little look into, you know what, actually check this out. I'll turn this off so you can see me. Hi, in the reflection of the monitor. So if you like this video and you want to see more, you know, IRL content from me or just whatever, then subscribe and share this video to your friends, places, things, and the blah, blah, blah. But that is going to do it for this video, and I will see all of you in the next one. Talk to you guys later.